The American College of Sports Medicine recommends that adults participate in resistance training at least twice per week as a means of maintaining the health of the musculoskeletal system throughout the lifespan. Women in particular should not avoid participating in resistance training, but embrace all of the positive benefits it provides. The effort to dispel these myths about women and resistance training must continue by addressing the societal, cultural, and psychological factors that could cause women to shy away from resistance training. With the media and advertisers perpetuating myths and external pressures regarding what women should do versus what they could do, they require additional encouragement to overcome these barriers. Hurley et al. Identified 4 types of barriers that prevent women from participating in resistance training: time and effort, physical, social, and specific. These barriers either completely stop women from engaging in resistance training or restrict them from doing as much as they would like. Some reports stated that being too busy, lacking the desire or discipline, and feeling that the activity is boring are some reasons why women did not participate in resistance training. Some women also felt selfish taking time out for their domestic duties, as reported by Vasudevan and Ford. Physical pertains to the physical aspect of lifting weights or how one might be perceived by others while engaging in resistance training, as reported by Hurley. Some barriers reported by Nuzzo were feeling uncomfortable training alone, feeling uncomfortable in a crowded gym, being uncomfortable around men in the gym, looking silly or weak, not wanting to get big or bulky, and not wanting to feel sore, and friends thinking that it would be weird. Not knowing how to lift or what to do or which ones to do were frequently noted as barriers. The lack of knowledge of resistance training meant women resorted to aerobic exercises because it was easier, as reported by Vasudevan and Ford. Social. Gender-based or social stigmas and lack of social support are the most prominent reasons why women do not participate in resistance training, as stated by Vasudevan and Ford. They also report unsupportiveness, discouragement, and gender-based stigmas from family members, friends, and significant others were also commonly stated barriers to lack of participation. Some family members questioned what women were quote-unquote trying to prove. Nuzzo found that women are more likely to prefer exercising with other women than with men. However, for every woman utilizing the free weight section of the gym, approximately 27 men were using the same equipment, as reported by Hurley et al. Some women felt like they were a nuisance, felt obligated to compromise the pace of their workout in deference to others by staying out over the men's way, not holding up equipment, and almost apologizing for resistance training, as stated by Vasudevan and Ford. Dworkin states that based on tensions between what bodies should do, what bodies actually do, and the culturally shifting standards of emphasized femininity, approximately 3/4 of the women at fitness sites expressed an awareness of an upper limit on the quest for muscular size and strength, with very specific weightlifting and cardiovascular strategies to mediate these tensions. Hurley et al. Explained that females may be socialized at a young age to avoid perceived masculine areas like the weight room, and are likely encouraged to pursue activities perceived as more feminine, like aerobics and dancing. Specific. Family constraints were also commonly stated as a reason for poor engagement in resistance training. Some who are caregivers or had other obligations even described managing their time and trying to incorporate everything as overwhelming unrealistic, and often having to work around others' schedules, as stated by Vasudevan and Ford. Women also noted the financial barriers of resistance training, such as having to purchase equipment or gym membership, and would continue if they could afford it, also stated by Vasudevan and Ford. Training habits and confidence with weights or machines are built over time through early intervention, and the commencement of strength training is beneficial for the developing and maintaining muscle mass, strength, and bone density in adult women throughout their lives. Harn and Bixby state that it is possible that as participants continue to engage in strength training and begin to experience the physiological and psychological benefits associated with the activity, they may, they may start to overcome their barriers to participation. Women also conveyed across multiple studies that visible progress was also a motivator to continue resistance training, as stated by Vasudevan and Ford. They also found that group resisting training programs encourage women to push themselves, form new friendships or peer support, and made women feel encouraged to attend sessions they had signed up and paid for. Nuzzo states that a lack of knowledge and comfort in using strength equipment likely contributes to the greater female preference for exercise supervision compared to males. Vasudevan and Ford state that women also highlighted the benefits of having an instructor provide them with guidance, accountability, and progress tracking, which prevented women from giving excuses to skip and change. Hurley et al. Says resistance training protocols may be more effective than simply educating women on the physical and psychological health benefits of resistance training. Vasudevan and Ford remind us that a supportive family and friends who remind women to trained with them, and offered words of affirmation were social motivators. Women should engage in resistance training despite it being surrounded by myths and barriers. They should not avoid participating in resistance training, but should embrace all the positive benefits it offers. Educating women about what resistance training is and why they need to participate is essential to encouraging more women to try it. Given the social and gender stigmas in today's society, with its outdated beliefs about femininity and misconceptions about muscle growth, it is crucial to reinforce that bulking up is a myth by providing facts from reliable sources, reassuring them about their training and its benefits. They should lift any amount of weight they want without the pressure of what others think women should do.